Okay, it's me again, Sherry. I think I have Wi-Fi. But anyway, what I was saying was I just finished going on this walk around my brand new neighborhood, and there were some of these houses that were like so spot on, like the perfect house, the perfect cars. The family was in the front yard like playing and laughing, like looked like they had the perfect life. And then, you know, further down the road, there was these houses that were broken down, like need a paint job. The cars were like up on blocks. You could hear the fighting and screaming, all hate like inside the house. And it's like, this is the quote that came to mind. This is one of my favorite books. It's called As a Man Thinketh. It was written back in 1903 by James Allen. So listen to this. James Allen wrote, "The mind is the master power that molds and makes. Man is mind. And each time he takes a tool of thought and shapes what he brings forth, he'll actually bring forth 1,000 joys, but at the same time, he could also bring forth 1,000 nails. He thinks in secret, but it comes to pass through his environment. For his environment is nothing but his looking glass." Now, what does that mean? Comment below what you personally think that means. Here's what it means to me. If you want to figure out what somebody's thinking in their life, what's going on in their mind, you just have to look at their outside environment. Like if you see like that person that's so spot on, like has their act together, 99% of the time, it's because they have their act together up here, like they're organized up here. Well, if you see that person that's like so confused and just negative and just mass chaos, 99% of the time, it's because they have mass chaos up here, right? The thing is, you get to choose what side of the fence you want to be on. You can dictate your life, and you start by dictating in the beginning. And this is a image I like to explain this thought to you. So hold on. Back around. Okay, so you'll see this a lot, but I draw this little circle. This is the mind. This right here is called your subconscious mind. This right here, conscious mind and subconscious mind. See, what happens is your ideas in your conscious mind, you get to choose or reject what those thoughts are. You get to pick whether you want to obsess about them or not. Now, once you obsess about them long enough, if they're a good idea or a bad idea, they eventually seek into the subconscious mind. Now, once they are in the subconscious mind, it's like this. It's like mission accepted, executions in process, manifestation is in process. And so next thing you know, all of a sudden you get those results. And the results are either good or bad. If you're thinking bad thoughts, subconscious mind thinks bad thoughts, you get bad results. If you're thinking good thoughts, you're thinking about the good thoughts, you get good results. And see, the tricky thing is you don't always that was a phone call. You don't always get to control what's going to be given into here. What controls that is society, right? Society tells you what you can and can't do. Your bank account tells you what you can and can't do. Your past experiences tell you what you can and can't do. But see, it's up to you whether you're going to accept that idea or whether you're going to reject that. You're in control of that. But see, most people don't realize that. In fact, I want to say 97% of the world, they don't realize they can choose their thoughts. They just let everything flow in, like without regulating it. They don't even care to regulate it. And that's why right now, 95% of the world's money is owned by 1%, because no one actually controls their thoughts. 3%, statistically, 3% of the world actually controls what they think about. Now, the question is, how do you do that? Well, it's by effort every single day. But here's a secret I do all the time. I want to share the secret with you guys. What I do is 20 minutes a day, spend time on this. And some people tell me, they're like, Sherry, I don't have 20 minutes a day. I'm like, okay, wake up 20 minutes earlier. And then they're like, Sherry, I don't want to wake up earlier. I'm like, okay, I'm not talking to you then. I'm not talking, you're the 97%. I want to talk to the 3%. So if you guys are a 3%, drop a 3 below. If you are a 3% that want to control your own life, you want to control your own destiny, you want to choose what happens in your life. If you are a 3%er, go ahead and drop a 3 below. I'm talking directly to you. I want to tell you the secret. Okay, what I do is every single day, if I want something, I write this down. I want you guys to do this. I want you to write down what you want. Obviously, people want 50 million things in their life, but pick out just one. Just focus on one. Just do this for the next week. Write down one thing you want, whether it's that new boat or that new home or a pay raise or a better relationship or a relationship period, like whatever you want. Write that down and then spend 20 minutes, time yourself, 20 minutes thinking about how you can get it. Just stare at your paper, no distractions, just thinking about how you're gonna get it. And at first, if you're anything like I was, you're gonna sit and look at that paper and be like, what is that? Like, what am I supposed to write down? But what happens is you'll get like 1 or 2 ideas down. But then by your second day, you'll get like 5 or 10. And by your third day, you'll get like 20 or 30. And by your 7th day, you'll be writing down for the full 20 minutes. And see, 90% of the ideas are gonna be like ridiculous, but just do that. Do that every single day for the next 7 days. And see, what happens is you're putting what you want in the forefront of your mind. And what's gonna happen is that by being constantly in the forefront of your mind's gonna go to work. Watch it, your mind's gonna go to work, and next thing you know, things are gonna start transpiring into your life. You're gonna figure out exactly how to get what you want. And see, this is the thing I wanna say in closing. I get these messages off and on, and they're like, Sherry, I'm telling myself all these good thoughts all the time, but it's not happening. Sherry, I'm reading my card every single day about making all this money, but it's not happening. Well, you can't just, okay, let me explain it this way. Affirmation without discipline is the beginning of delusion. You can't just like say what you want and it just happens. You gotta have affirmation plus delusion. And see, if you can have affirmation, you have to have affirmation plus discipline. If you can have affirmation plus discipline, you can get anything you want. See, when you see those people that look like they own everything, they're spot on, like they have the world at their fingertips, that's no accident. It's just an understanding of this law. So with that said, just try it.